I was asked to help organize a commemoration, really a gesture from Turtle Island, from the Indigenous people of Turtle Island to our relatives here, also in our Palestinian relatives here on Turtle Island, as well as our Palestinian relatives in Palestine. And so I want to thank you all for being here. I wanted to start out by reading the press release that went out today. The Native American Indigenous community is hosting a healing event at the Auraria Campus encampment. The event is to offer solidarity and healing for the Palestinian community as they commemorate Nakba Day. And I apologize, I know I pronounced that wrong. This event is also to show support for Denver SDS and the students and faculty who are demanding full disclosure and divestment from the genocidal occupation of Palestine by MSU Denver and the University of Colorado. On May 15th every year, Palestinians worldwide remember the Nakba, also known as the catastrophe, which refers to the forced removal and loss of life, property, land, and belongings suffered by Palestinians in 1948. This Zionist effort, backed by the United Kingdom, resulted in the destruction of Palestinian society, culture, identity, and political rights, as well as their national aspirations. During this conflict, Zionist military forces expelled over 750,000 Palestinians from their homes and seized 78% of historical Palestine. The remaining 22% was divided into what we know now as the occupied West Bank and the besieged Gaza Strip. The term is also used to depict the continued oppression and displacement of Palestinians by Israel. This year marks 76 years since the Nakba occurred. The Native American community acknowledges that Zionism is a racist and colonial ideology that parallels similar ideologies such as the doctrine of discovery and manifest destiny that resulted in the near total destruction of the Native American population and the near total loss of our homelands. We urge Indigenous communities around the world to stand in solidarity with pro-Palestinian organizers by supporting the boycott, divest, and sanction movement against Israel and institutions enabling apartheid and settler colonialism. Stop the genocide, end the siege, end the occupation, dismantle apartheid, decolonize Palestine.
My name is Dustin Baird, and I was asked to come up and say a few things about the tipi, but I just wanted to say that I stand in solidarity with Palestine because of what's happening right now. We went through the same thing. As a matter of fact, my great-great-great-great-grandfather, Chief Smoke, he used to make his camp a little further down the road, down by the Bonnie Bray area. And he was here before the Europeans started coming. So we know a thing or two about ethnic cleansing. So with the tipi, I wanted to say thank you to all the students who helped out, put things up real quickly. We just borrowed the tipi, so big thank you to them. But if you look at the tipi has been proven by a study by the School of Mines of Rapid City, South Dakota, to be the best structure for this area. Its conical shape allows wind to wrap around it, rain to run off of it, and it also it travels really well, travels really easily. It's also symbolic. So we have we call it kapemni. What happens down here is what happens up there. Our symbol is two triangles, one inverted, one regular, and the tipi, it symbolizes the bottom part of kapemni, what happens down here on Earth. And you see, whenever we first started, it was a tripod. We started with a tripod, and those three tipi poles, they symbolize the three stars that are in Orion's belt. And we believe that those were the three grandmothers that came down and gave us our language, the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota. And if you've seen one of the kids, he was running around and he he was securing, banding all the tipi poles together with a rope. That rope does two things. It anchors the tipi, which it can withstand an F5 tornado. It'll get ruffled up, but it will stay with that conical shape. And secondly, whenever I was a little boy, when we were driving at night, if my grandmother seen a falling star, she would say, "Dakushkashka," and that means sacred movement. But what she was referring to, and what we refer to, is reincarnation. And when that falling star is falling, we believe that's another soul coming back to earth. And during time of pregnancy, a woman will hold that rope while she's giving birth, because that symbolizes the umbilical cord up into the Milky Way. So I want to just give you a little teaching and say thank you for standing with Palestine. We appreciate it.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Beginning shortly will be a prayer song for the Palestinian people. And they wanted to ask our Palestinian folks if they could come to the front and sit down in a line right here in the front. So, for all my... And then can we get some chairs for the people, the Palestinian people who would like to sit? We would like to ask not to record this song, this prayer song, please.
If you borrowed a chair, I know we had some extra chairs. If you could make sure that our Palestinian relatives have a place to sit, we would like a long line of chairs, please.